Hi, this lesson is lesson 1 to go with your first lesson that you had at school today for violin. So the first thing you did is you took your instrument out of your case while it was flat on the floor, and then you're going to attach your sponge. The sponge goes on the underneath side of your instrument, right underneath the chin rest, so you should just be able to put the rubber band on. So we started with the parts of the violin today, so please review those with me. We have the scroll, the pegs, the peg box, the neck, the fingerboard, the shoulders, the ribs, the front, the back, the F-holes, and when you look inside you'll see the sound post. We have the bridge, the fine tuners, the tailpiece, the chin rest, and the end button. So those are your parts of the instrument. Today we learned that when we start in rest position. So when you start in rest position, the instrument goes underneath your right arm. And then when we want to go to attention, we grab the neck of the instrument with our left hand, and the instrument goes on your left thigh like so. So this is our attention or ready position. Today we also learned how to hold the violin. The first thing we did was the Statue of Liberty. So I'm going to do that twice for you, once facing you and once so that you can do it with me. So we went the Statue of Liberty, flip it upside down, land it on your left shoulder shelf for your collarbone, then you swoosh your left hand out so that your wrist is straight and your fingers are wiggling. And then next you wave your right hand at me, make an L with your thumb and your first finger, and your thumb comes to the fingerboard, and then your pointer finger gets ready to pluck the strings. And I'll do that one more time so you can see from the back side. So we did Statue of Liberty, flip upside down, land on your left shoulder shelf, swoosh your hand out, wiggle your fingers, make sure your wrist is straight, right hand waves at me, make an L, and then your thumb goes to your fingerboard. And then we're ready to start where we ended today. So we have our thinnest string, which is closest to your pointer finger right now. This is E. Let's play E 4 times. Ready? Go. E, 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 E. The next thickest string is A, so we're going to play A 4 times. Ready? Go. A, 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 A. And the next string over is D, so let's play that together 4 times. Ready? Go. D, 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 D. And the next string over is G, so let's play that 4 times. Ready? Go. G, 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 G. So we're going to do that together one more time, but we're not going to stop. So we're starting with the skinniest string, E. Make sure you still have the L, that your thumb is attached to the fingerboard. Your pointer finger is on E, the skinniest string. Ready? Here we go. E, 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 A, 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 D, 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 G, 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 G. Very good. We'll come to rest position once again. Now, the next step for next week is to take a look in your Essential Elements book. Hopefully you picked this up at the music store. It looks similar to this. So on page 4 and 5 is where I'm going to be using right now, so please follow along. So I'm going to do number 2, let's play open D. So let's get into the correct position. Because you're a violin player, you know that we use the treble clef. You found that out on page 4 and 5 in your Essential Elements book. So we need to remember that open D, when we're on the music music staff, is on the space below the staff. So let's get into position. So we've got our Statue of Liberty, flip, land on your shoulder shelf, swoosh out, and then wave that right hand at me, make an L. And now we're going to start with the D string. So this is number 4. So find your D string. It's in the middle. And we're going to do number 2. Ready? Go. D, 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 rest. D, 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 rest. D, 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 rest. So that's number 2, and now I'm going to go to number 3. Number 3 is let's read A, so now we need to find that open A string. Let's try it together. Ready, go. A, 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 rest. A, 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 rest. A, 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 rest. And come to rest position for a moment. So make sure you're noticing that we have that music staff that has the 5 lines counting from the bottom to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so we know that our open D is on the space underneath the staff, and we know that our open A is higher because it's a skinnier string, and that's on the 2nd space. So you can continue to work through page 4 and 5, and that is pretty much what we covered today in the first lesson. So hopefully that's helpful for you. We'll see you next time.